Welcome back to my channel, everyone. My name is Brun and you are watching Brun Free's channel. Something very special has happened today. I went to see a farmer to let him know that I have found some things on one of the ruin permissions that I've had, and he has now advised me that he has another ruin that he would like me to have a look at and keep on metal detecting. So in the background you can probably hear some really loud birds. They are corellas. This time of year in South Australia on the Fleurieu Peninsula, the corellas tend to take over with the sound effects. Trust me, they are loud. So let me take you through this farm gate and we'll walk together to the new permission. Sorry, I'm so excited, I'm fumbling with my words. Start again, Brun. Let me take you, shoo the flyway. This is live. This is what you get live. Let me take you through the gate to the new farm permission of a ruin known as the James Ruin. See the fly? It is a pesky little thing. Let's go. We always lock the gates behind us whenever we are going through. Now Jay is with me, as she detects with me, as I've said before, and we are going to have a look. We're walking in. This is part of the research that I do. For those of you that don't know, I tend to research a lot for the Historic Society aspects. So I do enjoy the history of my local area, and I joined the Historic Society where I live. So I urge you all, if you're into metal detecting, get out there and join the Historic Society. Show the people in your community what you find, because there's no point of it sitting in your shed in a box and just being hoarded by one person. For me, history belongs to everyone. So have a look at this. Let's just start off. Have a look at this gate. Look at that. Wow. Now that is a thing of beauty. That would have been the original gate. Absolutely stunning. Just the gates and these posts. I mean, the sheer size of some of these timber posts. Just think, a lot of these things were done, you know, way back in the day. Look at the old tractor in the shed. It's a Massey Ferguson. What a beauty. Yeah. A lot of beautiful trees. What an incredible driveway to have been coming through on the old horse and buggy. Just picture it. Take yourself back. 1800s. Sheep property. Lots of activity. Children running around. Trees to climb. You know, the ladies of the house doing all their chores. Milking the cows. Kids fetching water. Wood being chopped. Animals being fed. It all happened right here on this property. Have a look as we approach. It is just incredible. Wow, wow, wow. Just the sheer size of these trees. Just a magnificent entrance. Let's get a bit closer. Jay's already looking at the rocks. There's a lot of quartz on the ground. We do some rock detecting as well. But like I said, let's keep moving and get closer to the ruin. Wow. Now I'm just looking around, really taking it in. This is all part of the research, trying to imagine how things might have been. I'm already imagining myself detecting here. This would have been a giant tree that would have been used for shade, perhaps to tie the horses off. You know, on those hot days, children to play under, and giant tree. Like, this is probably the biggest tree I've ever seen since I started detecting, actually. I'm envisioning that it'd be a great idea to detect along the driveway as well. You know, horses and carts often used to pull up under the trees and things fell off. You know, horse tack fell off, buckles, things that, you know, broke over time, things off shoes, buckles and buttons, and things off clothes. All sorts of things could have fallen as people are getting up and down on and off a horse or a horse and cart, the cart. Now, look at that. There's a big shed structure over there that's also collapsed. There's quite a bit of grass along here, so we'd have to be very careful. This is, once again, snake country. Wow, look at that. Now, this is a full permission. The farmer also said, the owner of the property said that we had to be very careful and to not go inside because the roof is sort of in a bad way. But just looking at the stonework, what do you reckon, Jay?
Oh,
Have a
beautiful.
look.
Look at the S iron on the side of the building there.
Oh,
That holds up an iron bar that goes straight through.
That
Hand forged.
yeah, right at the top, just underneath that tin roof on the side there. Wow, that's probably why that wall hasn't collapsed. I'd say that there'd be quite a bit of steel rod going through those walls.
Yeah.
Wow. We'll try and get a little bit closer. But like I said, this is just a research part of the detecting that we do, the historical detecting stuff. So just about looking, getting a feel for it, seeing what the land's got to offer around. The peppercorn tree, I mean, every single one of these ruins has pretty much had a peppercorn tree, hasn't it? Right up near the house. Now, apparently, I found out that the reason they planted peppercorn trees was because that's the only tree that horses wouldn't eat. It was peppery, no doubt. So this is, again, probably the biggest peppercorn tree I have ever seen. Seems to be an outhouse just here. The old Aussie dunny. They call it a dunny in Australia. The good old dunny. Every farm has one. It's like a drop hole. Look at the trees here. Just absolutely glorious. So I would say the best option, I think, Jay, would be for us to start detecting at the bottom of the driveway.
Yeah, do the road.
And do the actual roadway till we get familiar with the movements that possibly happened here back in the 1800s. I've just made my way through some thick tufts of grass and I'm just at the front. And I cannot believe what I'm seeing, Jay. Cannot believe what I'm seeing. This is absolutely amazing. Look at the tiles on the actual ground on the porch. But they are just beautiful old tiles. Look at those tiles. I'm not quite sure what this sort of a stone structure and brick structure is, whether that was some sort of a kind of going down to a cellar, or may well be, unless it was a stand for a rainwater tank, but I can't imagine why it would be in front of a window, so I'm not too sure. Maybe that's just where they stored some firewood. But look at the stonework, just amazing. All on private property, so this is definitely a permission site. You can't really enter here without going through farmland, and the farmer lives pretty much close by, so he doesn't normally have any detectorists come, but we are changing that by letting the community know that detecting isn't just about digging holes and leaving a mess. We're about making things neat and informative and educational and sharing that history with everyone in the community. You know, people that are interested in rocks and masonry, like stone masonry, and people that are interested in history, people that are interested in collectibles. We try to really share everything we do with all types of people, not just the metal detecting community. And the metal detecting community, you know, they've never been really encouraged in a positive way by archaeology. They've always kind of been shunned. So let's all try and change that. Let's share the joy of history and make it all about the history. And metal detecting is just one of the tools with our modern day detectors that we can actually find history in an incredible place like this. Just amazing, absolutely amazing. Look at that land. There's a creek down there. It definitely is a water source that they would have had back in the day. I'm just making my way through the grass, making a bit of noise, heading back out to the roadside, and going to end it there. Come back another day. Today's just a research day, and you can all have a look when we film that video. Look at this. This would have been a substantial home. They have 2 chimneys. Quite a large home. Whoever lived here was quite wealthy back in the day, next to the peppercorn tree. Look at these beautiful yellow flowers. Just gorgeous. Wow, Jay just pointed out to me, look at this old locking system on the fence post. Look at that. Look at the size of the fence post. And there's the old gate, and yeah, that lever would have sat right in there, right in there. That is just magnificent. This is the front entrance, isn't it? Definitely, and a lot of these timbers are still here. Unbelievable, just incredible. I also noticed this rose. It's a rose that's been growing here, so the owners, or at some stage, they've had some roses. Some old nails.
Like this. This is what
Let's have a
they
look.
used to use them
We're
for.
just noticing all these incredible things.
Look.
Oh yes, so some of those big nails. I mean, here they are in you know, in true form, right where they need to be. We're going right through the thickness of this, out to the other side, no doubt. Wow. And just these bolts. I mean,
Yeah,
these bolts,
square bolts.
square bolts, and just incredible work on the gates. These gates are just so strong. They've seen the test of time. Amazing. There's a name on the gate. You can sort of see some wording there. I can't make much of it, but just wonderful. Just a wonderful location. Take care, and from Brun, bye for now.